do regret actions of the past, but it's development. The mistake that he made is just learn. He must learn from them and don't make them again. But it's not a problem to make mistakes. The problem is to not learning from them. And I do learn from my mistakes. I guess one of my mistakes was to sing, say, murder informer, and people that I'm a gun, a giant lodge, and all these things. And I'm growing and I'm trying to move past that. That's why I even do an ad recently with the Crime Stop. We and the Crime Stop have come together and we made an ad. I don't know if you saw it yet. So those are the initiatives we are taking on now to establish what side we are on and which way we're going. Yeah. And I'm going forward with Jamaica. Yeah. I'm on the people's side. So I'm for the country, for the people. Man, I'm just a different man. I'm not the same age. I'm not at the same stage, but I'm still Rodney. I'm still the same person who was born on the 12th of June 1972. So I don't think a person can change, but I'm surely rearranged. I'm stepping different and I'm seeing things different and I'm going about things different. So people would call that a change, but that's the change, but it's not me. I might change the way I go about things, but I might change. I'm the same man. I'm just smarter and wiser and stronger and bolder.
Blessings. A pregnant woman was punched multiple times in a dispute over stolen electricity. Chain grabbers get 9 months at hard labor. Also coming up, we have seen where they held on to a man in a store after they allegedly caught him with some stolen items. Him pocket them full of Mr. Chin grocery. So that and more. However, you need to join the family if you want to stay abreast with what is happening in and around Jamaica. So remember that if you're new to the channel, if it is your first time over here, please I'm asking you to subscribe. Plus, click the notification bell, and while doing so, select option all, so that way you'll be first in line to be notified about each and every activities on our channel. And also remember to give this video a like, continue like up the video, like always, for YouTube algorithm. Blessings and more beatitude. Stay safe. So this evening, here's another senseless act by a Kingston man that could resulted in him being clinked. He has now been ordered to compensate a pregnant woman after him punched her up when they had a dispute over an illegal power connection. In other words, them catch a argue over JPS thieving light and him never care about the fetus that she's carrying. Him fling up some abortion punch on her. So the court heard that Howard Daley repeatedly punched the pregnant woman on March 16. It is reported that Daley and the complainant got into an argument after she expressed fear that the illegal power connection could resulted in her house catching fire. And moreover, this lady is pregnant, so considering all of that, it is way much harder for her to escape if such a catastrophe or emergency should occur. The parish court judge, Lorian Cole Montague, expressed shock after hearing about Daley's action. So she told the complainant that she would have contacted the Jamaica Public Service to report the illegal connection. However, laughter erupted in the courtroom when Daley responded, couldn't call JPS. She couldn't call JPS because of the same wire she depend. A fear wire, you know, but because somebody tell her I'm trouble it, she come and cause argument with me. And me no trouble no wire, you know. I work me I come from, I'm gonna go buy a piece of grabber for build up my spliff for easy and cool down my nerves. Me I tell her straight, Your Honor. So while he pled guilty, the defendant, Howard Daley, said that he did not punch the complainant. He said that he pushed her aside after her fingernails scraped him in the face. However, the lady, the complainant, requested compensation for the injuries she sustained during the altercation. So Judge Cole Montague cautioned Daley that he had an obligation to pay for the injuries and to pray that nothing happened to the unborn child. In the end, Daley was ordered to compensate the complainant in 2 installments of $40,000, with the first expected to be paid on May 25. Still in Kingston, same judge, Lorian Cole Montague, has expressed concern about the number of cases of robbery with aggravation coming before her. She made the remarks just before sentencing 2 men, 19-year-old Marcus Robinson and 21-year-old Clive Hines, to 9 months of custodial time at hard labor For Robinson, the 19-year-old, it was not his first time being convicted of such an offense, having been sentenced to 5 months of imprisonment in 2019. While Hines, the 21-year-old, has no previous conviction, it was said that both men attacked and robbed a man of his gold chain while walking in downtown Kingston. And we can never like this kind of offense, robbery with aggravation. We can not only blame it on poverty, but there's also a mental effect that follows. Because when you pick somebody's chain when they're walking on the road, there are some persons who say they're never going to wear a gold chain again. There are some who say I will never go downtown again because that's where I got robbed, etc. And some items stolen are of sentimental value, similar to the gold chain in this case, which the complainant said was a gift from his mother. The judge emphasized that too many cases of robbery occur in Jamaica and that sentences handed down should be a deterrent to the act. And I strongly believe, so to all the young men out there, you need to know that when you steal or grab a gold chain and ended up at 144 Maxfield Avenue, you will not have judges there waiting to pet and powder you. That will not happen. Robinson and Hines have already spent 3 months in custody, so the judge said they received a discount on their sentences because they pleaded guilty. And even though I'm not a fan of the guilty plea discount deal, justice was somewhat handed down. So in this video that I'm about to show you, it displays a man. It is alleged that he was caught in the act of stealing. You'll see for yourself when it is said that he tried to leave a Chinese business establishment with items that was hidden on his person due to the fact that he had no intentions of paying for them. Be attentive, then leave a comment and make your opinion counts down in the comment section.
I wish I had more in there.
More in there?
Make him drop in pants. He need to drop in pants.
And more in there now?
Thank you.
Can't be, brother. Can't be. He can't be.
Facebook or YouTube?
Alright. Okay then.
Inside have big one.
Really?
Big one inside.
Big one. Not in there.
No more in there.
Take off. Take off the first one.
No, hold on. Carry on this one. Carry on this one.
This up now.
Something underneath.
This up now. Put it on.
What do you have? Hey, big one now.
Bumbo Club!
Hold on there. Take you out. No, sir. We can't believe this. You know I'm reminded.
Some of the 2 bully beef. Oh, hey, look at the cheese, you know. Look at the cheese.
No,
Where the cheese go? Where the cheese is, man? Where the cheese is, man?
look here. Put it back. Put it back. Put them down.
Cheese knife. Where's the lighter?
Where's up? Declare yourself.
No.
Take out a packet then.
No. And you carry them to the PF here.
I'm going to get some fucking. Take out the packet then.
Where you come from?
Take out the letter. Come to the boss, let's come play now. Boss, search him, go there.
So there you have it, and I don't know if he was hungry and urgent to need something to eat or consume based on his selected choice of items that he took. However, we all know the Chinese, they will not have it. And let me not forget to say that he was wrong. The Bible says, ask and it shall be given. And we know that them never did a go give, even if him did polite enough or brave enough to ask. Well, maybe someone in the land cashing would buy it for him, because I would. But in this day and age that we're now living, there is not many Samaritans out there. Benevolence is scarce. Them expose him and them deal with him bad, them never have to do it. Anyway, remember that if you're new to the channel, if it is your first time over here, please I'm asking you to subscribe. Plus, click the notification bell, and while doing so, select option all, so that way you'll be first in line to be notified about each and every activities on our channel. And also remember to like this video for YouTube algorithm. Blessings and more beatitude. Stay safe.
Today is Wednesday, all day long, all day long.
Described as vibrant, kind and loving, Natalie Dawkins radiated hope for many who knew and worked with her.
Before I started driving, she would take me home. I live far away from school, and she would take me home and then return to her community. I mean, I don't know how... I don't know, I really don't know.
Her students lit up her world, and she was all too happy to shower them with love. Even in death, Dawkins proved helpful in ridding a crime-torn area of those who reportedly confessed to her death.
These guys were on the run. They were just doing stuff and killing people. But with Natalie's death, you know, it could not go down like this. And I mean, some family members would have been saved with these woodlums behind bars.
Opposition leader Mark Golding sought to comfort staff and relatives, including Dawkins' father, during his visit. His message was one of condemnation for the crime, hope for those who knew the teacher, and commendation for the police.
It's such a despicable and depraved act. One wonders what is wrong with our young men who get into this kind of thing.
Mr. Golding visited the late teacher's now vacant classroom as he grieved the loss of the educator.
What would induce them to take it to the extent that they did? It is really shocking and horrible and offends the conscience of the nation. But we must move on. We cannot lose hope. We must help each other to get through these tragic incidents and continue in our commitment to build a better Jamaica. And we must remain optimistic despite all the darkness around us.
Right is wrong. These are images circulating on social media prompting the embattled Member of Parliament for Central Westmoreland, George Wright, to resign. This follows a statement from the Jamaica Labour Party, JLP, to have Wright removed from the party's parliamentary caucus.
I think it offends everybody that somebody who was caught on video beating the woman in the way he did, even with a stool, would remain in Parliament as a representative of the people. That is not acceptable.
But the opposition believes a more appropriate solution is for the first-time Member of Parliament.
And that I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibility to the people of Jamaica. So help me God.
To resign.
That is what we think should happen, and I think that's a fairly obvious thing. There's no indication whatsoever that the JLP has attempted to persuade him to resign.
Member of Parliament for South West St Andrew, Dr. Angela Brownburg, is calling out Mr. Wright to do the honourable thing.
Is Mr. Wright the man in the video who dragged the young lady from around one side of the car and carried her around to the next side of the car? Is that the individual who is going to sit in Parliament with us? Whether he is as a member of the JLP caucus or he is sitting independently for the time being. What does that mean?
Dr. Brownburg is appealing to the victim in the video.
I know it's difficult. I'm saying to you, have the courage. Too many Jamaicans are behind you. Have the courage to just speak the truth.